Foda-se, que andou a season passada toda a lutar para andar em bronze, caralho.
É como eu.
É só batuteiros.
Agora é que vais testar isso?
É.
Houve aqui um gajo que pôs elevator music. Deve ter sido durante a fotografia ou assim.
Pronto, se deu-te. Vais arrancar terceiro lugar.
Olha, fogo, estás a brincar.
Não, mas
Igualaste a nossa melhor quali.
estes gajos aqui vão-nos dar a dor de cabeça. Bom. Ele andar assim, o gajo vai subir já para o ouro. Já se vão foder. Ou devia subir. Que merda vinha a ser esta. Os gajos têm andamento de caralho e não sobe. Tem que subir.
O Rick Team Racing é que faz parte dos
Sim.
gajos.
Yeah,
Estes não são.
já me está a meter nojo.
Yeah.
Já me está a meter nojo. O cheiro-me vou ter que me passar dos cornos. Vou ter que lhes dar aquele. Dizer como é que se escreve.
E como é que foi os nossos colegas da GT Pros? Olha, ficaram em sétimo, em 32.
Tá bom, foda-se.
Não se.
Depende de quantos é que
Espera
são nos
lá.
prós.
Não,
Nos prós
não
são
é
quantos?
agora. Temos que ir para o driver briefing, não é?
Onde é que é isso? Onde é que é essa merda, cara?
No Discord
Nos...
deles.
Oh, puta que pariu, mano. É onde? É só aqui onde diz
Eu
ouvir.
vou-te eu
Roar
vou-te
Drivers
convidar.
Meeting.
Eu
É,
vou-te
é. Está
eu vou-te
aqui, ó.
convidar para lá.
Ouve.
Pronto. Ah, não consigo.
You think just you and me? I'm gonna mute the music here when qualifying is over.
Yeah, they can hear everything, Ben, because it was coming through your speakers or your headset.
I'm on mute right now.
That's the end of the session. P3.
All right,
Hey.
everyone, we're gonna get the drivers' meeting started here in a moment. Okay, Kyle, let's get started, I would say.
Okay. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the 2026 season. Thank you for everything. Real quick. As a reminder, no cars on track right now. We're in the driver's meeting, so no cars on track right now. This is the driver's meeting. Apologies. So we'll go ahead and get started. So again, welcome to the 2026 season. Thank you all for joining and signing up. We feel that this is going to be
The
probably
track
one of the best
temperature's
seasons that we've
decreasing.
had so
It's now
far.
28 Celsius.
You know, I want to thank you all on behalf of Ben. I know this has been a very short off season for us, but we're excited that we're here and ready to go and getting 2026 started. So we're going to go over some kind of key points right now to start. Main things that we want to touch on as kind of refreshers for everybody, and then we'll take on any basic high-level questions as needed at the end. So first off is regarding the start of the race and the class sort between the GT cars. So as you're pulling away GTM cars, make sure that you leave the grid, start pull to the left, stay at pit speed, no faster, and GT Pros, pull to the right and pass all the GTMs, right? So the whole goal of this is all GT Pros will be in front of the GTMs, and then once the last GT Pro passes the first GTM, We'll tell everybody catch the pacing line, and then GT cars, you guys can continue and start your weaving. This should be done fairly quickly, we feel. But again, it's just making sure that whoever's starting the cars on both of them, make sure that that's what we're doing. So again, GTMs on the left, slow, GT Pros go to the right, pass all the GTMs, and then we'll form up. When you form up, the formation point is exiting the bus stop. So the last corner exiting the bus stop, that will be the formation point. That's when you go from single file weaving, no more weaving, and you form up 2 wide. GT cars as a starting group as a whole, whoever's the first GT car, so the overall GT pole sitter, which would be in the pole sitter for GT Pro, you will take the N side, or at Daytona that will be left. And then as you move back through every car, you will do the opposite of what the car in front of you does. So first car will go left, second car right, third car will go left in row 2, fourth car will go right, and so on and so on. If somebody in front of you doesn't do what they're supposed to, so in the case of if somebody is supposed to go right but they go left and stay there, just again do the opposite of what they do, but do not pass and don't close any gaps ahead. That's the key thing that we have with regard to race start. Regarding the if the GT class has not formed, if we see that they have not formed or won't form in time before the prototypes will go, we will try to extend the full course yellow and let you know that, or extend the start, delay the start another lap, and let you guys get all formed up. If the prototypes have not started. If the prototypes have started, then we'll throw a full course yellow, and it'll just be a short full course yellow. We'll just get going again real quick after that one. Regarding the actual start taking the green flag, just a reminder to everybody that all cars, regardless of the starting group, are to ignore the iRacing green flag, and you will be going on the leader of your start group. The leader of the start group should go between where the end of, or where the grass starts for the infield, and the start finish line. That's the race start zone, so make sure that you accelerate in there no sooner. And again, when it comes to cars trying to time it that are further back in the pack, the biggest thing that we're trying to say and what we want to emphasize is just get the race going. Don't worry about trying to time it. There is going to be somewhat of a delay in a sense of cars further back not being able to go immediately at the same time. So we're just trying to make sure that we're saying, hey, let's just get this race started. With that in mind, as a reminder, no 3 wide unless there's an obvious issue until after the first turn. As we go into normal racing, remember at Daytona, there's no, anywhere, but specifically at Daytona, because that's where we'll see it the most, is no bump drafting allowed, any cars, any classes. And then also, as a reminder for turn 1, you cannot use the esports line under normal conditions on single flying laps, anything like that. And what we're saying is we don't want it because an advantage can be gained from there. If you happen to be 2-3 wide going into it, by all means use it. We don't care, that's fine. The biggest thing is that we don't want you to be using the esports line to gain an advantage. So if you're attempting a pass on the outside, try to use the esports line. You're able to carry more speed and then successfully make the pass on the inside going into 3. That could be seen as gaining an advantage. If you're consistently running over the white line lap after lap, that could be seen as gaining an advantage in using the esports line. So we're not going to be draconian to where as soon as you go over there you're going to get penalized, but at the same time we want to make sure that nobody's gaining an advantage from it. Big thing with regard to changes this year is the full course yellow are incident based, and that means that it's tow requests. So we've seen a couple of tow requests come in the warm-ups. Warm-ups we don't care about, qualifying we don't care about, it's just going to be in the race. So tow requests are using the /RC, and the command is in the regulations as well, and then you just put tow request in your car number and then wait until race control either messages you saying that you're approved to tow. if you're close to a free towing area or a full course yellow is thrown. And as a reminder too, if the VSCA is under a full course yellow, you can tow at will and freely without needing a tow request. Just make sure that you're in a safe spot in order to do so. It doesn't matter where you're at. And with regards to the tow requests are needed wherever you're at on track. Does not matter, and you'll need to have approval. So spotters, make sure that you're aware of cars and local cautions. Keep a lookout up in front of you for any stopped cars. The free towing areas, they're spread out kind of around the track for various areas. You can refer to them in the briefing. There's a picture there as well. And just make sure that you're kind of close to where those openings are in the wall. And then we'll let you know that you can tow as freely, and that'll be up to the race director's judgment on if you're close enough or not to be able to tow without needing a full course yellow. So you'll either get a message from them, a private message from them in iRacing saying go ahead and tow, or full course yellow will be thrown. And then another thing that we're doing that's different this year in the full course yellow is after the iRacing pace car comes in, we'll be using the VSCA pacing speed, which we'll refer to, and that is 80 miles an hour or 128 kilometers an hour, one of the two. When it comes to pit lane, make sure that you guys use the fast lane on pit lane for as long as possible, both entering and exiting the pits. And as a reminder, with voice and text chat, no voice or text chat is allowed at all during the race, with the exception of the auto chat of pit in, pit out that you will be doing. And then as a quick reminder as well for the penalties that will be needed to be served this race, you will have cars 554, 512, 515, and 8 will need to do a start from pits. And car number 8, you will additionally need to be doing a self-serving drive-through penalty at the start of the race as well, on top of the start from the pits. Ben, anything else that you would like to add? Your mic is muted in Discord if you are trying to talk, Ben.
Okay, can you hear me now? I think it's
Yes.
working now. Okay, so just to answer a question here that's coming through the text chat, yes, you are allowed to privately message someone in sim. However, keep it clean, keep it respectful, and I would also say keep it to a minimum. Don't, you know, obviously everybody is competing, so don't bother someone. That's what we're trying to say. Not sure if I missed this. Did you speak about the restart formation point, or did we only touch on the race start formation point?
Oh, we only
Is
touched
there-
on the race start formation point. Real quick, regarding Marco's question on once the full course yellow is out, any car waiting to tow can do so immediately. Yes, once the full course yellow is out, then you can tow at will. You do not need to request for a tow, and you don't need any approval. Regarding the restart, to your point, Ben, with the restart, there will be a restart formation point that'll come up, and as you are approaching, the race director will count down from 10. They'll say 10, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 once you reach that formation point. Once we hit 1, they'll say no more weaving allowed, at which point all cars are required to stop weaving for the duration of the remaining of the lap. And then again, the restart itself is the final natural acceleration point. So at Daytona, that is the bus stop. Once you reach that point, go ahead and race. Race is green.
I'm posting a picture. This is the restart zone right here in the bus stop that Kyle was just talking about. That's where everybody is supposed to accelerate back to race speed at the restart. No, I think I've got nothing else beyond that. We have some questions coming in. So Kyle, if you're okay, then let's open it up for questions. Daniel, you are okay to speak?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sorry. It's regarding the car 555. I know that they just continue, we failed the inspections. And I did run register. I registered under the um under another name, another car. So what's gonna happen with the car is they compete right now.
We will follow up with you on that after the race. Right now, that's not the place for the drivers' meeting right now. We will get back to you on that after the race. Okay.
Okay.
But
okay.
to answer your question, the 555 cannot race right now.
Okay.
Okay. Do we have any? Okay, Tyler. Go ahead, Tyler.
Hey, so I got a question about our penalty. I'm not sure if this is a good time to ask it through here or privately. But I
Is
was
it something that you need right now before the race, or can it wait until after the race?
no, yeah, it's about the start.
Okay, go ahead.
I was reading the notes regarding why we're starting from the pits. Our team apparently declared a person named Lucas that isn't even on our team. I know we had a huge mix-up between who is actually being declared and who's not. So I am a little confused why we have a double penalty. I understand like the drive-through, but our original driver is back compared to the person that was supposed to sub. So I am a little confused why we're getting double penalized, and then who also under the filing notes is this Lucas driver, since we don't have anybody named Lucas.
Okay, I can answer that. That Lucas' name is probably a copy-paste error. I will fix that. That's because we had some other penalties that we needed to issue. Everything was on extremely short notice. The reason why you have received 2 penalties is because you changed your driver's lineup twice after the entry deadline. First to replace Brandon with Matthew, and then a second time to add Brandon back to as a third driver. And that's why there are 2 penalties. Each time you change the driver's lineup after the entry deadline, it's a penalty. And since you can only have 1 start from pits penalty, the second penalty is a drive-through penalty that you need to serve during the first 3 green flag laps of the race. I hope that answers your question.
Okay, got it.
All right, okay. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right, okay.
Okay, Ricardo. 5 minutes to
Do we
go.
have
5
any
minutes
other
left.
questions here? Vincent, go ahead, Vincent.
Yeah, you guys were talking about the race start and the class sorting. Kyle mentioned if a car is not in the right space, you should be in the opposite. By that, do you mean, let's say, second place is on the left side? If I'm number 3 car, I should be now on the right side? Or should I stay behind the 2 car on the left side?
Give me 1 second. I'm having some Discord issues. Hold on. 1 second.
You are
Okay,
required to do the opposite of what the car in front of you does.
Okay, so
So-
if car number 2 starts on the left, then I should go to the right.
Yes, just do the opposite of what the car in front of you does, regardless of what they did is right or wrong.
Okay.
You have any other question, Vincent?
No, I'm good, thanks.
All right, okay. Let's make sure I move the correct person to the audience this time. Okay. I think that's about it. I don't see any other questions.
All right. Then the remainder of the session, you got about 3.5 minutes left, is open. You guys can go ahead and free use the track. Thank you, everybody, for your participation, and we wish you all a very good race. And just as a reminder, the finishing positions for this race will determine the starting grid for the 24, but there are no championship points. However, all LPPs and everything will be in effect for this race as well. Giannis, no, P1 cannot choose. P1 is required to be on the inside.
vai que se pode fazer de wave. Ninguém faz. Afinal a gente não pode usar a nível de esportes, mas não usar quando se está em desporto. É isso.
Não se pode, não deve usar. Ou seja, não deve ganhar
Mas eu
vantagem com isso. Imagina que tu precisas de usar para te desviar de alguém ou não sei o quê, para não ter vacilo. Aí, ok.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Usar sistema para alguém. Pode ser considerado falta de
Se pode usar muito.
Ah,
Eu já treinei por isso.
tens que pensar que é que tu estás a sair de vista. Mas se saís de vista também podias voltar a direito ficando assim.
É difícil para tu sabes que pessoalmente tens um sítio onde dá-te o X, tu sabes que dia do X passaste por uma arrancada. E tu sabes se dá X, se não dá X. A gente não consegue.
Eu não vou usar. Olha, eu vou só ali dizer ao White. Vamos agora ter no final.
Fala.
É. Era mesmo que o resto da frente para o preço. Tinha. Que é de maneira a ficarem todos lado a lado.
Os gajos deviam fazer transmissão. Jesus, parece mesmo. Ui, está-me a pôr a dar na televisão, que isto vai parecer logo a puta da loucura aqui em casa.
P3. The strength of field for our class is 2,200. Okay, Ricardo, we'll be in the mid-pack here. We're expecting you to finish in position 5.
Se tu fizer só um splash já chega. Deves dar quase 4 stints.
Rolling start. Get ready. Follow car number 87 in the right column. Safety car speed is 70 kilometers per hour. We need to catch up to car number 87. Catch up to car number 87. to catch car number 87. Catch up to car number 87.
À frente dos vencedores. É fodê-los, caralho.
E eu muito obrigado por avisar.
Acho que me faço zero.
Por esse aumentário. Não, não ficas por aí. Não ficas por aí.
Essas são para dizer asneiras. Oficial na televisão. E não é para eu a ver, é para a canal e para eu ver. Eu venho direto. Eu sou o país. Eu vou na IASA, não sou na IASA.
Agora que diz aqui que está a preparar na...
Catch up to car number 87.
O primeiro gajo tem que arrancar à direita, não é? Francês.
Mais a perder.
Faz aí
a ganhar.
as contas, mas é. Vá, a gente vai por mim. Eu não posso fazer nada. Isto não é assim, não é assim que tens de fazer. Tens de fazer o estilo completo. Vamos andar a fazer por mais isto.
A partir de 1h20 da primeira oportunidade. top 3 do LMP2.
You need to close the gap to the guy ahead, please, Ricardo. Ready, watch for the lights. Go, go, go. Left side. Still there. Hold your line, clear left. Hold your line. Right side's clear. Ricardo, the next car is Gregory. Track, force him to find the gap. E4. Slippery surface flag.
parte foi o japonês. Barreiro boas. Barreiro boas. E o gajo que ia atrás de ti também saiu fora. Quase te batia. Saiu ali. O arranco para bater com a só dar umas promoções de cerveja.
Okay, Ricardo, don't let this guy distract you.
Já é tempo a mais, era uma volta, já não tem mais distâncias.
You're reeling P3 in. The gap's now 0.32. He's pretty slow through turn 6. to Gregory. Ahead is now 0.6.
Só de 7 minutos. Faz igual aos da frente. Não sei.
The gap behind is now 0.50.
Mas é o que eu estou a dizer, com uma bandeira amarela que ia ser pequeno e a ser grande que é fodido.
Alright, Ricardo, there's a faster class car approaching. V4. To P3 ahead is now 1.2 seconds. pressured. Keep your exit speeds up.
Diogo,
They're faster than us into bus stop. You're in the middle. Clear left. Clear all round. Car right. Clear right. On your right. Still there. Clear right. Car right. Clear right. Car right. Right side's clear. 7th position. Incident in turn 1. On your right, clear on your left. Clear left. You're catching up with the slower class cars. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. There's West Horseshoe. You think it might be Luke. Left side. Yellow flag. Still there. There's in turn 6. Still there. NASCAR 1. Clear left. Car left. Still there. Clear left. Okay, you're approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position. Car left. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. On your left. Okay, still clear left. P9 is reeling you in. The gap. Left, clear left. P8. Left side. Clear car left. Clear left. Car left. He's still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left. There's a group of slower cars ahead. Left side. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Slower cars ahead. The class leaders up here. On your left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Got debris on the track. They're showing the red-yellow flag. Right. Still there. Clear right. Okay, stay with him. next car is Rice, and their rating is 2.7. E9. Rice in front is now 1.4 seconds.
Tem aqui GTA e a versão da o GTs aí a produção.
Place. Ahead is increasing. It's now 1.4. right ahead is increasing. It's now 3.0 seconds. There's a faster car approaching. They're on our lap, so there'll be no blue flag. P9. Your lap time was 1:40.68. Car right. He's still there. Oh, right side's clear. Down to 4.0 seconds. Alan, car number 11 is now leading. The next car is Biens, and their rating is 1.6.
Olha, tu tens a tua. Tens o overlay. Estou aqui a ver ela dizer.
In the gap is 3.3 seconds. You've used half your fuel. You're reeling bits in. The gap is now 0.7. Still there. Still there. He's still there. Clear left. Come on, that's the stuff. Well done, Ricardo. Nail every corner. Let's take whatever chances we can. P8. The next car is Rice, and their rating is 2.7. Behind is increasing. It's now 1.0 seconds. Slower class car. Left side. Clear left. Seventh position.
Estão a falar deles na televisão e é contrapartida desses gajos aqui neste negócio.
To 8th place. Behind is now 2.4.
Sim, deixa de estar, faz.
Masterclass cars are catching. Okay, Ricardo, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. Faster cars approaching, they're fighting for position. The class leaders in the group. In Dogleg. There's a big pile up in West Horseshoe. Pile up in NASCAR 1. It's a big mess in NASCAR 2. B7. Big pile up in bus stop. The gap to Rice ahead is now 0.6. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 3. To P8 behind is increasing. It's now 0.6. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 4. big pile-up in NASCAR 4. There's a big mess in turn 1. Slower cars ahead. These guys will be fighting for position. They might not see you.
É que ainda por cima isto está em live, opa, porcaria, não é que um gajo nem pode brincar agora.
O mais fácil as lames. Isto a gente não pode fazer. Eu gosto de jogar. Gosto de ser as neiras e as crianças assim.
Gregory, car number 420, is leading the race. There's an incident in turn 3. There's a big pile-up in turn 1. Alright, Ricardo, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left. There's an incident in International Horseshoe. There's a big pile-up in the Dogleg. There's a big mess in West Horseshoe. There's an incident in International Horseshoe. It looks like it's Gregory. You're approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position. Incident in turn 6. There's an incident in West Horseshoe. There's a big pile-up in NASCAR 1. There's a big pile-up in NASCAR 2. There's a big mess in NASCAR 2. Okay, Ricardo, you're reeling P6 in. The gap is 0.6. There's a big mess in NASCAR 3. There's an incident in bus stop. There's a big pile-up in NASCAR 4. There's an incident in NASCAR 3. There's a big pile-up in NASCAR 4. There's a big pile-up in turn 1. There's a big mess in turn 1. There's a big pile-up in International Horseshoe. Incident in turn 3. You've got about 4 laps of fuel left. There's a big pile-up in Dogleg. There's an incident in International Horseshoe. It looks like Marcus. There's a big pile up in West Horseshoe. There's an incident in turn 3. It looks like it's Rice. There's a big mess in the dogleg. The gap behind is now 0.9. Incident in West Horseshoe. Incident in turn 6. There's an incident in the dogleg. We think it might be Luke. There's a big mess in NASCAR 1. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 2. There's an incident in NASCAR 1. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 2. There's a big pile up in bus stop. The gap in front is now 0.7. There's an incident in bus stop. It looks like Luke. Incident in NASCAR 3. There's an incident in NASCAR 4. There's an incident in turn 1. You've got about 3 laps of fuel left. There's an incident in the dogleg. Incident in West Horseshoe. Car right. Clear right. There's an incident in bus stop. Okay, Ricardo, you need to pass this twat. You're losing too much time. They're pretty slow through turn 3. leader, Gregory, is pitting. Clear left. Clear left. We have damage. Look out for the pit speed limit. Pit lane speed limit is 88 kilometers per hour. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Left front 90%, rear right 94. All clear on pit exit, you can push now. You've got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them. Incident in West Horseshoe, coming up on a slower class car. Okay Ricardo, the next car is Luke, B licence, and their rating is 2.4. Big mess in NASCAR 1. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 2. Slower class cars ahead. Big mess in NASCAR 1. There's an incident in NASCAR 2. Looks like the leader's binned it in bus stop. Okay Ricardo, there's a group of slower cars ahead. These guys are busy fighting each other. Looks like the leader has gone off in NASCAR 3. There's an incident in bus stop. You're coming up on some slower cars. These guys are busy fighting, they might not notice you. Looks like P1 has gone off in NASCAR 4. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 3. There's an incident in NASCAR 4. Slower cars ahead. These guys are scrapping for position. They might not see you. The gap to Rice behind is increasing. It's now 0.9. There's a big pile up in turn 1. The gap to Luke ahead is now 1.4. Incident in turn 3. Incident in International Horseshoe. Looks like the leader has gone off in the dogleg. There's an incident in turn 2. Looks like P1 has gone off in West Horseshoe. There's a big pile up in International Horseshoe. There's a big mess in turn 3. There's a big pile up in the dogleg. There's a group of slower cars ahead. These guys are busy fighting each other. There's an incident in turn 6. There's an incident in West Horseshoe. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 1. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 2. There's a big mess in NASCAR 1. There's a big mess in NASCAR 2. Looks like the leader's binned it in bus stop. Left side, clear car left. Clear left. Left side, clear left. There's an incident in NASCAR. Alright, you're coming up on some slower cars. Please clear left, on your left. Clear left. Left side, it's NASCAR 4. Clear left. There's a big pile up in turn 1. You're approaching a group of slower cars. Incident in International Horseshoe. Left side. Still there. Clear left. There's an incident in Dogleg. Car left. Clear left. You're coming up on a slower car. Left side. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear car left. Clear left. On your left. Still there. Clear left. There's an incident in NASCAR 1. Incident in NASCAR 2. The gap to E6 in front is now 0.5. Incident in bus stop. gap to Rice behind is now 0.8. There's an incident in NASCAR 3. Looks like it's Dominiak. Looks like the leader's binned it in NASCAR 4. There's an incident in NASCAR 4. We think it might be Schneider. There's a big mess in turn 1. There's an incident in Dogleg. There's an incident in NASCAR 2. Incident in bus stop. Incident in NASCAR 3. The gap in front is now 1.3 seconds. Yellow flag. There's an incident in NASCAR 4. Car right, clear right. Yellow flag, watch out. There's an incident in turn 1. You've just done a 252.36. Sector 2 is 6.2, off the pace. Rice has been disqualified. Incident in Dogleg. There's an incident in turn 6. It looks like Schneider. incident in NASCAR 1. There's an incident in NASCAR 2. You're reeling B6 in. The gap is now 0.42. They're slower than us into turn 3. There's a big pile up in bus stop. Black flag, we'll need to pit to serve this penalty. You're approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position. Right side's clear. Car right. Clear right. You've got 3 laps to serve this penalty. Slower cars ahead. These guys will be fighting for position. They might not see you. Luke, in front, is pitting. Watch your speed limit in the pits. Box in 5, 4, 3, 1. Box now. Exit is clear. Push now. Approaching a group of slower cars. There's an incident in bus stop. Car left. Clear left. Left. Hold your lock, clear left. E9. Slower class car ahead. Slower cars ahead. These guys will be fighting for position. They might not see you. Car left. He's still clear left. Left side. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. turn 1. Yellow flag, caution. You've just done a 141.94. There's a group of slower cars ahead. Pile up in NASCAR 2. There's a big pile up in bus stop. Yellow flag. There's a big mess in NASCAR 2. Okay, Ricardo, you're coming up on some slower cars. These guys are busy fighting, they might not notice you. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 3. Big mess in NASCAR 4. Incident in NASCAR 3. We think it might be Luke. There's an incident in turn 1. There's an incident in NASCAR 4. There's a big pile up in International Horseshoe. There's an incident in turn 1. There's an incident in turn 3. It looks like Schneider and Calvo. You're coming upon some slower cars. These guys are busy fighting, they might not notice you. Incident in the dogleg. The track temperature is falling. It's now 24 Celsius. There's an incident in West Horseshoe. There's a big pile up in International Horseshoe. There's an incident in turn 6. Looks like it's Dominiac. Incident in the dogleg. There's an incident in NASCAR 1. There's a big mess in NASCAR 2. There's a big pile up in bus stop. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 2. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 3. There's an incident in bus stop. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 4. There's a big mess in NASCAR 3. Big pile up in turn 1, incident in NASCAR 4. There's an incident in turn 3. There's an incident in International Horseshoe. Incident in the dogleg. There's an incident in West Horseshoe. There's an incident in turn 6. There's a big mess in the dogleg. There's a big pile up in West Horseshoe. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 1. Incident in NASCAR 2. There's an incident in turn 6. Left side, clear left. Carla, clear left. There's a big mess in NASCAR 1. Okay, Ricardo, you're approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position. There's an incident in bus car left. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 2, clear left. Left side. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Car left. In bus stop. Clear left. Slower class car ahead. Incident in NASCAR 4, P9. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 3. Big mess in NASCAR 4. The car behind's a faster class. Slower cars ahead. These guys are scrapping for position. They might not see you. There's an incident in turn 1. Car right. Clear right. There's an incident in turn 3. Looks like it's Sebastian. There's an incident in the dogleg. It looks like Dominiac. Incident in West Horseshoe. We think it might be Dominiac. We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Ricardo. Incident in NASCAR 2. Incident in bus stop. Incident in NASCAR 3. There's an incident in NASCAR 4. There's an incident in turn 1. Incident in the dogleg. There's an incident in West Horseshoe. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 2. There's a big pile up in bus stop. Keep it within the track limits. There's turn 1. We think it might be Sebastian. Clear left. Clear right. Alright, Ricardo. Slower cars ahead. These guys will be fighting for position. They might not see you. There's an incident in turn 2. It looks like Sebastian. They're showing the meatball flag. We'll need to come into the pits for repairs. Incident in International Horseshoe. The guy ahead is an arsewipe, Sebastian, and their rating is 2.9. There's a group of slower cars ahead. These guys are busy fighting each other. mess in NASCAR 1. There's an incident in bus stop. Okay, Ricardo, there's a group of slower cars ahead. These guys are busy fighting each other. Incident in NASCAR 3. There's an incident in bus stop. Looks like it's Sebastian. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 4. Incident in NASCAR 3. Big mess in NASCAR 4. You're approaching some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position. There's a big pile up in turn 1. There's an incident in turn 3. Slower class car ahead. There's a big pile up in turn 1. There's a big pile up in the dogleg. Pile up in West Horseshoe. There's an incident in International Horseshoe. You're approaching a group of slower class cars. There's an incident in the dogleg. There's an incident in turn 6. It looks like Dominiak, Marcus and Colmeyer. Incident in West Horseshoe. There's a big mess in NASCAR 1. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 2. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 2. There's a big mess in NASCAR 3. Incident in bus stop. We think it might be Sebastian. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 4. You're approaching a group of slower class cars. There's a big mess in NASCAR 3. There's a big pile-up in NASCAR 4. There's a big mess in turn 1. There's an incident in turn 3. There's an incident in turn 1, P8. Alright, Ricardo, slower cars ahead. These guys will be fighting for position. They might not see you. The car ahead is Luke, B license, and their rating is 2.4. Incident in dogleg. There's an incident in West Horseshoe. There's an incident in International Horseshoe. There's an incident in West Horseshoe. There's an incident in turn 6. Incident in bus stop. It looks like it's Calvo, Schneider, and Luke. To Luke ahead is now 19 seconds. Incident in NASCAR 4. We think it might be Dominiac. Luke ahead is pitting. There's an incident in turn 1. Watch your speed. Box in 5, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Left front 97%. Rear left 98. 2 litres remaining.
Em princípio. Não, podemos ter é depois. É esse. Foda-se. Já quando entras, liga. Se estiveres engatado, dá. Se estiver engatado aí. Da maneira que se está a ver, dá para recuperar depois. Basta haver mais duas amarelas. Vais ver. Não meteu? Estava tudo ligado para meter. Ah, sabes porque é que não meteu? Não meteu porque para ele o combustível chegava até ao fim. Àquela velocidade. Se ele havia de dar para meter. Já bem.
Pit exit's clear. Coming up on a slower car. Okay, Ricardo, the next car is Adam, and their rating is 2.3. It's a big pile up in turn 1. There's a big pile up in turn 3. There's a big pile up in International Horseshoe. There's an incident in turn 6. Looks like it's Peterson. There's a big pile-up in NASCAR 1. There's a big mess in NASCAR 2. Big mess in NASCAR 1. Coming up on a slower class car. Incident in bus stop. It looks like Calvo and Ryan. There's a big pile up in NASCAR 2. Car left, clear left. On some slower cars. These guys are busy fighting. They might on your left. There's an incident in NASCAR 3. Clear left. There's an incident in NASCAR 4. Left side. He's still there. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Some slower cars. These guys are fighting for position. There's a big pile up in turn 1. Incident in NASCAR 4. There's an incident in turn 3. There's an incident in International Horseshoe. It looks like Ryan. Slower class car ahead. Car left, clear left. Incident in Dogleg. There's an incident in West Horseshoe. Coming up on some slow cars, the class leaders in this group. Blue flag. Left side. Still there. Oh, clear left. There's an incident in NASCAR 2. Blue flag. Looks like P1 has gone off in bus stop. Okay, Ricardo. There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag. There's an incident in NASCAR 3. It looks like it's Colmeyer. Incident in bus stop. We think it might be Peterson. There's a big pile up in turn 1. There's an incident in NASCAR 4. We think it might be Adam. incident in the dogleg. There's an incident in West Horseshoe. There's an incident in turn 6. There's an incident in turn 1. Incident in NASCAR 2. There's an incident in bus stop. There's an incident in NASCAR 3.
Ora bem, ainda está em amarelo isso?
Incident in
Pô, isso
NASCAR
não
4.
passou.
There's an incident in turn 1. There's an incident in turn 3. There's an incident in International Horseshoe.
Quando é muitas voltas, depois um gajo custa entrar no ritmo. És um casaquinho? Queres pôr o aquecedor mais quente um bocadinho?
Incident in the dogleg.
Pode ser X. É X. Aqui é só 10. A cada 10 drive-thru. Por isso que eu tive o drive-thru há um bocado. Então não fiz o drive-thru.
Incident in turn 6. It looks like wit.
Quando levei a pancada, tive o drive-thru. Podes mandar 4. 3.
There's an incident in NASCAR 1.
Ele havia de fazer esta contagem para o verde. Mais valia. Quanto para o evening havia de...
There's a big pile of
Devia fazer
bus
esta
stop.
contagem se os deles isso. Oh, já bateram. E tantos.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you,
É
mate.
normal, porque tu queres te aproximar e eles batem. Pronto, estás a ver? Para ver se eu bati também. Eles deviam contar. Devia fazer contagem.
There's an incident in turn 1.
Cuidado, está fora, está fora. Aí ele nos deu. Mas sugere-lhes essa merda. Eles contam para o wayby. Deviam contar da boa round. Haviam de obrigar toda a gente no round. Speed limiter nos recomeços. Speed limiter. É que era que fazia sentido. Ainda agora, bater outra vez aí. É normal, tu estás atrás de um carro, tu não vês lá da frente. Tu queres era perder espaço para o da frente, o que é normal, não é? Não sei, não é fácil. Já foi a primeira vez que aconteceu, mas também vejo que não correu mal. Vou levar uma porrada, valente. Levar a porrada valente e é parte dele. Ainda vai haver mais amarelas. Quase que dei mais voltas em amarelo.
Calvo, car number 757 is now in the lead. We're setting the pace. Right side's clear.
Nada contra, e acho que é o que faz sentido. Agora o recomeço, não sei. Aquele sítio do começo, eu há um bocado tentei aproximar-me, os outros abrandaram. Acertei nele, para ver um corredor que nem foi bom. Não é o passar, mas não quero perder tempo para eles. Então anda um gajo a tentar ganhar posições e no começo vão ficar 10 segundos atrás. O gajo à frente, não. Ah, mas estava mais longe. Tem que me aproximar dele. É normal. Acho eu. Desculpa, eu farei tudo para mim, né? Farei que quer aí. Só a primeira, na primeira arranquei mal, depois cheguei logo. Elas estão bem lá na frente. A nível de ritmo estávamos bem, para estar no top 15.
Car right.
Faz parte. Infelizmente.
Hold your line. Blue flag.
Tens que aceitar.
Clear right.
Ele tem 1500, ele trocou agora, deve ser mais lento. É passado por aquele e agora é passado por a gente. Nós estamos com uma volta atrás. Por 2 à boxe. Vai o primeiro, o segundo, vai o oitavo. Então todos nós no oitavo, se calhar total negativa, mas mais das que nós fazíamos.
That was
Não era metade, mas...
141.42. You're a second off the pace in sector 1.
Talvez. Sim, sim, exatamente.
There's an incident in turn 6. On your right.
Isto?
Still there. He's still there. Clear right. Okay, next pass. Nice one, mate. Car left. Clear left.
Já está aqui. Wait for technical special.
Eighth place. That lap was a 1:14.61. The gap to Adam behind is increasing. It's now 0.9. Sector 3 is 0.2 off the pace. The next car is Taurus, and their rating is 2.1. The gap ahead is now 14 seconds. Time was 1:39.90.
Já tenho o overlay. Aí eu vou abaixo. O problema é quando a gente parou, não nos deixou não meter combustível. Foi esquecimento meu. Foi esquecimento, não foi esquecimento.
Slippy surface flag.
Pois, agora dava jeito na amarela. Mas a gente voltar à volta de vida. Como é que eu vou dizer? Na segunda amarela que deu, ele já não nos metia combustível. Porque segundo os overlays daquele ritmo que estávamos a andar, o combustível já chegava para o fim. Quando eu entrei para a reparação, aconteceu a mesma merda. Eu esqueci-me, tinha que marcar manualmente para ele atestar. Ele não nos atestou.
Car left. Clear left. Blue flag.
Não lembrou? Não se lembrou também? Não se lembrou como eu não me lembrei, porque é tal merda. Esquece, estava para ter um consumo de 1 litro por volta. Mas esquece-se essa merda.
Gap to Taurus. Ahead is now 30 seconds. Your last lap time was at 1:14.00.
E ele estava a andar muito, né?
Slower class car
Estava a
ahead.
andar bem melhor que eu. Eu estava a ver a live. Não, dá bem, não. Nada a dizer. Parece ser a amarela já.
Left side. There's an incidental stop. Clear left. P8. Coming up on a slower class car.
Alguém tem um overlay? Aí sou eu, desculpa. Sorry. Quantos litros? 37? Ah, não tem, né? Ela parece azul.
The gap to P7 in front is now 11 seconds.
É, tá o begin full, o primeiro não está. O auto full não está. Mas está ali é 37 litros, é o que está lá. Eu não consigo funcionar. Ah, ok.
On your left. Clear left.
Não dá. O seat taken está quase.
That lap was at 1:14.33. Slower class car ahead. right side. Still there. Right side's clear. Left side. Clear left. The gap ahead is now 12 seconds. Watch your speed limit in the pits. Engage the limiter. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Car approaching. Watch your mirrors. Blue flag. On your right. Right side's clear. All right, Ricardo. The next car is Adam, and their rating is 2.3. That's 20 minutes to go. Blue flag. P9. Car right. Clear right. Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Apesar é que não é isto.
Coming up on a slower class car.
É dia não hoje.
Blue flag. On your right. Clear right. On your right. Clear right. Your lap time was 1:14.81. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Também já nem sei. No ano passado ela estava tão bem.
There's a faster car approaching. Incident in dogleg. They're showing the slippery surface flag. Left. You're coming up on a slower car. On your left. Clear left. Exiting the pits, heads up. E9. Car behind, slower class car ahead. Car right. Right side's clear. Left side. Clear left. Adam, ahead is pitting. P8. Sector 1 is 0.28 off the pace. You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 2. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3. Slower class car ahead. Is pitting. Left side. Still clear left. The gap to Adam behind is increasing. It's now 30 seconds. Right side. Right side's clear. There's a car leaving the pits. Car right. Clear right. That lap was at 141.01. Okay, Ricardo, there's a faster car approaching. Slower class car ahead. Blue flag. Left. Hold and clear left. Relax, car left. Clear left. 10 minutes remaining, 10 minutes. Car left. 3 wide, you're in the middle. Clear all around. Time was at 142.30.
Não, era igual. A única coisa é que não ia fazer o outro, porque assim ia perder a câmera. Acho que não, tens de até. Eu não acho que ele fez o que tinha a fazer. Tiveste, só que largaste e depois não está. Faz parte.
The gap to Adam behind is now 10 seconds. Flag. There's a faster car approaching. Car right. That was 1:14.27. Coming up on a slower class car. Is pitting. Left side. Clear left.
Olha, estão 3 na box, 1 com modo o P1, P2 e P3 estão na box e P3 estão na box. Pode ser X, não sei. Até para estar na box para fazer o combustível. E o X
There's an incident in turn 1. Coming up on a slower class car. Okay, Ricardo, as the car exits in the pits, heads up. Yellow flag. The gap to Adam behind is now 11 seconds. 8th place.
Não vai ser amarelo. Vai acabar amarelo.
Car left. Clear left. Blue flag. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
Acho que era antes.
Car left. Clear left. Slower class car ahead. Side. Clear left. There's a group of slower cars ahead. These guys are busy fighting each other. Car right. Right side's clear. Right side. Clear right. flag. Okay, Ricardo, there's a faster class car approaching. You're approaching a group of slower cars. That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes. Car left, clear left. Slower cars ahead. These guys will be fighting for position. They might not see you. Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Faster class car behind, slower class cars ahead. Left side. Clear left. On your left. Clear left. One more lap to go. Left side. Clear left. Coming up on a slower class car. Clear right. Pedersen took the win. Incident in NASCAR 3. Coming up on a slower car. The guy in front's a bit of a ballet.
Nós tínhamos ritmo para fazer o ponto. Infelizmente. Essa corrida também.
P8, that's the end of the race. We'll get him next time.
Qual não deve ter, começar. Para a semana está melhor.
the end of the session.
Dá uma volta. Não, não. fogo.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Watch your speed limit in the pits. Activate limiter, please, Ricardo.